On the first part, I'll introduce just basically the context of all of this, and that's really looking at COVID-19, the impact of COVID-19 with respect to trust investments, and what will trigger on that is the potential for fiduciary liability. And I use the word fiduciary, not trustee, because it's potentially a broader issue that we'll encounter. The general standard diagram that I'll use sets out the basic parties to a trust document. So you'll see the trust, you'll see the trustee, beneficiaries and protector, and then sometimes we'll describe them as a settlor. Underlying company, and then we have the investments and the economic loss that's occurring to them. Now, COVID-19, as we know, is having an impact across the markets, and we don't know whether or not COVID-19 is just starting off. So this could be sort of end of the beginning scenario. There is all talk of a second wave coming, and there's also discussions of us going in Singapore down into a further lockdown, etc., as we go forward. So it's uncertain times, and we've known this for months now. The impact from the fiduciary industry's standpoint is the potential losses that will be occurring to the trust fund. So it's a bit like 2008 all over again, but this is much more serious because it has a health element to it now, whereas in 2008, it was just pure economic losses. So it's volatile times. The fiduciary liability exposure is the premise of all of this talk today. So we're looking at what would happen after the event, let's say post-COVID, if we come out of this with a damaged trust fund, and then there is, in some cases, an inevitable sort of review and forensic picking over what preceded this to maybe perhaps apportion some liability blame. And that's the premise of this talk today.